Hey there, it's Katherine Cartwright. I'm sharing a fun set from Diamond Press, a trick-or-treat gift bag set. This is part of an Autoship program from HSN, but it's available now for individual purchase on the HSN website. So I'm going to jump right into this. I've got some older paper here. I'm using 12 by 12 for this first bag. I've got a nice thick cardstock, and I am going to show you how to assemble this bag. I know it's a little off screen. I'm just kind of seeing what is going to fit on this paper. So you need two pieces of each. So you need two of those smaller pieces, which is the side, and then two of those larger pieces. Included in this set is a little U-shaped piece that you're going to put at the top of one piece. And then on the second same kind of piece, you're going to put a straight little notch. So this allows the bag to wrap over itself, fold over itself, and you can insert that little half circle piece into the slit. I tell you what, Diamond Press really knows how to make gift bags and interactive products. I love to make things like this. They're just fun. Just straight up fun, and people enjoy them so much, and it's just something different. I love to make cards, and I'm going to make one card. I'll show you a card example at the end, but I really love to make treat bags and things like that. So Diamond Press really has that going on. Okay, so I'm showing you the first piece. I've got this first one prepared, and then I'm going to take a little bit of my mint tape here and put that for my slot. And there felt to be one correct way. You probably can do it either way, but I just felt like there was one direction that fit perfectly in there. And then the same, obviously, with the half circle, there's only one way it can go. So I'm going to take this to my Marquise machine. Bear with me. People just like to see how this little machine works. I have a review video on this product, and I'm using my slimline folders that will work with this die set. And so I've got my first piece here. It does a pretty good job. And then I'm going to come with my second piece here, and I'm going to add a piece of tape there to hold that in there so that I've got my little notch system, so to speak, to complete my bag. And then I'm going to run my scissors around and run that through my machine again. So you've got two different pieces that you'll need to put these together. And then you've got your sides. I'm going to make a bag out of solid cardstock. You could use any kind of pattern paper you wanted. I just had this paper in my craft stash, and I'm trying to use up my never-ending supply of paper. So this is a good way to do it. And I'm just lining this up, kind of putting that edge at the bottom. Sorry, it's a little off screen. I don't really use 12 by 12 too much, except in things like this. You can use a regular piece of cardstock for this, but you would need two sheets. You cannot fit two of the large pieces, the main part of the bag, and then two sides onto the cardstock. I'm pretty sure that you'll need a second piece or a little scrap piece on that, but you can use regular cardstock. And if you're using a solid one, that works out really well. Okay, so I've got all my pieces cut. I'm looking at the instructions. They've got score lines. I would suggest, taking your bone folder and giving it a good crease. They have pretty good score lines on these products. They're not the deepest score lines I've ever seen, but a bone folder will be your friend and help you get a good crease on there. I'm going to make a mistake here in a second. I forgot to trim this off. So you're going to keep that notch piece, but you actually trim off the other part that has the slit in it, and I didn't notice that in the instructions, so I just wanted to make note of that. And then I didn't cut it quite right either. So you'll see me in a bit. I'm going to have to trim it down, but it all works out. So don't blame Diamond Press for my errors. The product works beautifully. Sometimes I just am not the best at following instructions. once you get this bag put together the first time, it's so easy. You'll notice too that I like to fold the top over when I'm making bags like this. Some of the bags don't have a top, this one does. And it allows me to make sure that I've got it positioned where it needs to be. And so I'm going to glue this here, and I'm just making sure, since this is the one I had to trim, I can see it's a little off when I fold this down. And so I'm going to fix that in a second. Again, an easy fix. It's a little bit harder to see the lines with the pattern paper, and I am also getting older. So sometimes I just don't see exactly what I need to see, and I didn't have my glasses. So I'm just making sure I have corrected my error, and everything is looking pretty squared up correctly. And now I can add some adhesive to this, and then I'll be able to glue this box closed. Again, I am going to kind of pull down that top because I want to make sure that it is adhered where it needs to be. And then I'll finish this last little edge. If you do it correctly, it will line up really, really well. So I'm just going to push that down. Make sure I don't put too much glue and glue my box closed. So I like to pop it up right away and make sure I haven't glued it down by accident. I'm going to put some glue on these 2 tabs, and then I'm going to add a lot of glue to one piece because that will be on the outside. So I'm just going to line these up. I like to take my bone folder here and press down on it. You could also put a block in there, like a clear acrylic block. I have done that before too. If I'm making a lot and I want to just quickly move on, you can do that as well. So I'm going to pinch my sides together, and then I'll pull this back in camera. You can see that my notch works beautifully, and it turned out pretty good looking. So I'm very happy with that, and I'm going to add a few more little elements to it. There are these really cute stamps in there. They've got these 2-piece kind of shadow offset stamps. This is a boo. And then there's also a trick or treat. And so I'm going to pull out some orange ink from Gina K, and then some Obsidian black Gina K, her amalgam ink that I use for alcohol inks and watercoloring. And I'm just kind of lining this boo up. And then I'm going to come back with that orange ink, and I will definitely stamp it twice. And then I can die cut it. There's a die included in this set that allows you to cut that word out. So that's very nice. And the trick or treat is the same way. I've got a couple of little ghosts. There were 3 little ghost shape dies, and then there are 4 little faces. So you can make as many ghosts with whichever face you want to. So I really love that element that they added. Here is the boo that I've popped up with some foam tape. And then I am going to pop my little ghosts up there. Got one on the bottom. And then I'll tuck this one underneath my flap. You could add some ribbon or twine to that to add a little more jazz to your boxes if you wish. I've got some little small candy bars here that I had for another project. And I just wanted to show you, I put 3 in there, but I easily could have fit a 4th one. So this bag is pretty large and holds a great number of treats. All right, so now I'm going to move on to another box. This is another stamp included in this stamp set. They're very generous with their stamps, so you can make cards with them, or like this one, the box. So I'm stamping this adorable spider web, and you'll see there's a little string hanging down for your spider to go. So cute. So you could do it any color. You could heat emboss it. You could add some stickles, glitter glue. I meant to do that in this video and I forgot. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I love to add glitter glue to everything. I've got this Lawn Fawn stamp set. I think it's like fall sentiments or something. It had a Happy Halloween that I liked. And so I just stamped that on some green cardstock and applied that directly to my treat box. I've got some honeybee stamps, gemstones here in orange that was a similar tone. I'm going to add one to the middle of my web, And then I'm going to move one of my pieces. I didn't like exactly where it ended up. So I'm just going to make a trio over there next to my spider. And there is another one with solid cardstock. Included also in this set is the October 31st die, and it cuts the letters out. So I used a little bit of press and seal to help me keep it fairly straight, so I could add some glue to my orange glitter paper, and it fits just perfectly on the box. And then I die cut 3 bats. Also included in this set are 3 bats, and I took some glitter paper that I have. I have a big pad of that I've been working on using up this year, especially at the holidays, and I love this purple. So I'm going to add a little foam tape to it. I'm going to first close my box, pulling that tab over and sliding it into that slot. And then I'm going to add my largest bat at the bottom, and then I'm going to put 2 little bats on the handle at the top, the flap. So cute. Lots of fun and very easy. And my last project I'm going to share with you, this is a fall and Halloween doily, the black underneath, and then I stamped a trick or treat, same as I did with the boo. I just used an orange first and then added a purple. So that's just a really fun and quick, easy way to make a card with this set. So the possibilities are limitless. I probably could have made multiple more projects, but I just ran out of time. But I wanted to give you a good selection of items that you could make with this set. And then I also took a piece of paper from Paper Tray Ink. It had a couple of sheets, this Sparkle and Shine that's older for Christmas. And I just wanted to show you, you can always use a different paper. You don't have to make it just for Halloween, but this set certainly has you covered. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and have a great day. See you next time.